Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am actually doing a first impression on a palette, and it's a palette I saw at Ulta a few days ago and realized that I haven't seen anybody do any reviews or anything on it, and I went back yesterday and picked it up because I thought it was really cool. And this is a palette from the Ulta Beauty line, and this is the Avengers palette, which I don't know, I thought it was really cool. I'm not even that much into, you know, superheroes and stuff, but I do enjoy watching the Avengers movies and whatever, okay. I always think I'm not gonna like it, and then I get super into it, so whatever. That's what the inside of the palette looks like, and when I saw it, I just thought, you know, I don't have a lot of colors like this because I would consider it a colorful palette, but the colors are more muted, and I really like the style that they're going with this palette, and I think it's really cool that Ulta Beauty did an Avengers collection because there is some lip products and a highlighting palette, but I did only grab the eyeshadow palette, and this retails for $20 at Ulta. I did have some points and coupons and stuff, so I didn't pay quite that much. I think I paid like $13 for it, so not bad. Because I haven't seen a lot of people do reviews, I will do swatches of this palette for you. I typically don't do swatches because I feel like you can see them on everybody else's videos, and I don't like to judge an eyeshadow by a swatch, so I will do that for you real quick though. So I'm just gonna keep my arm up here because we all know how bad I suck at swatches and you'll end up not being able to see them. I'm gonna do them from left to right, so I'm gonna do this row, this row, this row, and we'll see how they perform. So the first one is Hero Vibes. Ooh, that looks super pretty. That's a really pretty color. It has like almost a gold reflect to it. I feel like I have an animal hair tickling the bottom of my nose and it's gonna drive me crazy. The one thing I didn't notice about this palette when I bought it is that there's only 3 matte shades in here, which is fine, but I think they could have done with a couple more. But the next one is Amazed. Oh, that feels wicked soft. It's just a really nice pale color. Out of This World is next. Oops, I get them on top of each other apparently. And this is like a nice shimmery brown bronzy color. I also can't describe colors for the life of me. Next is Smash. Oh, is that like Hulk Smash because it's green? Ooh, that one looks really pretty too. There's definitely some different formulas in here because the one on the top is a lot sparklier than the 2 I just did, but they all seem like shimmers. Next is I've Got This. Really pretty white shimmer. And now we're moving on to the second row. This one is Game Changer. And then we've got Gauntlet. Oh, that was a little more crumbly. And then Last Shot. Ooh, that one is very powdery, but very pretty. That's another light shimmer. And then Legend. Oh no, couldn't even see it. That blue on the bottom is Legend. I am terrible at swatches, so please watch me actually use these eyeshadows to see if they're any good, because swatches is just not my strong suit. This is Built for Battle. This is the last one in the second row, and can't really see it on my arm. All right, now we'll move on to the last row. We've got Save the World. Can't see any of them. I suck so bad at this. All right, and next is Supercharged, which is one of the other matte shades. The rest of these have looked like shimmers, at least in the pan. When I swatch them, they're not quite as shimmery, but this is a really pretty mauve color. And that one is Supercharged, and that is the second matte. The next one is Cosmic, and the next is Reassemble, and this is the last matte color, and this is like a navy blue shade. The mattes in here so far are so soft. I know there's only 3 of them, but Alright, we're gonna do the last one. This is Fearless. This one looks nice and shimmery, like the first one, Hero Vibes, that I swatched. And that one is Fearless. And that's a really pretty green. These are all of the swatches. Let me turn down my light a little bit. There we go. Those are the swatches. So, let's try them out, shall we? I'm going to wipe off my arm really quickly and we'll get started. I have the ColourPop No Filter Concealer on my eyelids for primer. Let's hop into this video, yeah? Surprise, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I really wanna try out the blues and greens in here, and I know that's probably very expected of me. But that's really what I'm feeling, so I don't even know if I'm gonna use, well, I do want to try out the matte formula though. I'll probably use the matte blue. What am I gonna put in my crease though? I just don't want to make anything too muddy. Alright, I'm gonna start by taking Legend and putting that in my crease, and it does look shimmery in the pan, but when I swatched it, it wasn't too bad, and we all know that I don't mind a shimmer. It doesn't matter where I put it. I just love shimmers, so it's not really that big of a deal if it turns out to be pretty shimmery up there. I'm using my Morphe M506 brush, and I usually never really see anybody talk about Ulta brand anything, to be honest, and that brand is very hit or miss for me. Some things I tend to enjoy, other things I really don't. I have tried foundations from their line that I like, and also their full coverage concealer I did enjoy as well, but I've had a lot of issues with eyeliners and eyeshadows, and yes, this definitely is way more shimmery than I planned. I would do, like, you know, the greens and blues on one eye and then the other colors on the other eye, but I do actually have to leave when I'm done with this, so I don't really want to do that. And I feel like this is looking a little sheer, probably because it's a shimmer that I'm applying with a fluffy brush. I think it will come together because I will add the dark matte blue in there as well. I am definitely getting some fallout on my face. Usually I don't have issues with fallout. I can easily wipe it away with a brush and it's not that big of a deal, so that's kind of what I'm hoping is gonna happen here. Yep, it's very shimmery, but it's really pretty, isn't it? And of course, every day I don't want to take my eyeshadow up very high. That just happens. All or nothing. Alright, I am going to take the matte blue called Reassemble, and I'm going to start to pack this onto my outer corner and also bring that into my crease, but just keep it pretty low because it is a dark shade. Well, both of these have blended really nicely so far. And before I fuck it up and take the blue even higher than I wanted to, I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. I actually really like the way that this is looking so far. They're blending pretty nicely, and considering that I did have a shimmer on, the matte is going on pretty nice. It is looking a little bit patchy where the shimmer eyeshadow already was. So I think they should have included a few more mattes in this palette, in my opinion, because I know a lot of people don't like to put a shimmer eyeshadow in their crease, which, like I said, is not a huge deal for me, but for the majority, I feel like, doesn't love to do that. I'm getting quite a bit of fallout from both of these, and of course I don't have my big brushes in here because I did my base makeup out where I was watching the children. I found a brush I can wipe my fallout away with. Well, I'll probably pack a little bit more of that blue eyeshadow on, the matte one, after, but for now, I really want to try this shade because it was super bright and fun. And this is I've Got This, and I'm going to use this to blend out the top and also tone it down a tiny bit, make sure there's no harsh edges, since we're already super shiny up there anyway. Oh yeah, that worked good. Yep, I'm gonna have to go back in with the darker one. Let me just do that real quick. I don't know. I'm not having an issue. And I wasn't really expecting to, because the more recent eyeshadows I've tried from Ulta, even basically just the ones that came in their holiday kits in 2018, they weren't bad. I was expecting decent quality, especially because they're doing, you know, a themed thing with this one. Alright, because I want to try out as much of this as I can, I'm just going to throw some stuff on. So I'm going to take Fearless in the corner on my finger, and I'm going to put this on the outer portion of my lid. Ooh, this is coming right along. And then I could either do the lighter green or do like a gold. That could be fun. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the gold for my lid, and then I'm gonna maybe try this on my lower lash line, but I'm not sure yet. But this is Game Changer. And pop that on the inner portion of my lid. Oops. Jabbing my fingers into shit. I like that, that's pretty. I kind of want to try this one wet. And I'm just going to grab a flat brush and spray it. Well, I'm going to grab the shadow and then spray it. Didn't really make that big of a difference, actually. I always like the way things look with my finger. Oh, well, once you start to build it, maybe it's a little bit more vibrant. I just got sprayed that too much, I think. Yep, probably got it too wet. There we go. I like the way this is coming out, actually. Alright, I'm going to actually start with my lower lash line and then come back to figure out my inner corner, because I'm not sure what I want to put there yet. I have this little tiny pencil brush that I have been loving for my lower lash line. It just looks like this. And for this, I really like to get the brush a little bit wet first. Just a tiny, tiny bit. And I'm going into Hero Vibes up in the corner. Ooh, I like that color a lot. That looks so cool. Am I gonna put it on my whole thing? Yeah, probably. I did just pull it up a tiny bit just because I want it to kind of blend out into my inner corner shade. And I don't mind using this pencil brush for my inner corner either, so that's what I'm gonna do. First, I'm gonna go for Last Shot because it just looks like it's going to be very nice. But this is definitely the most powdery shade in the palette, and ooh, I like the way that looks. I'm kind of mad that I pulled this red up because it's not really blending into it. It's a little bit better. Yay. Oh, surprise! Got a necklace sticking to my palette again. I want to just try one more thing so that I can try as many things as possible. And I'm going to use the lightest matte shade, Amazed. It is that one. And I'm going to kind of use a very tiny bit of this to try to diffuse the edges on my lower lash line. I gotta figure out what I'm going to use for eyeliner now. And I was kind of thinking this one would go good with the color in my lower lash line. So I'm going to give it a shot. This is the Hard Candy liner in Firecracker. Well, I'm pretty impressed, but I'm going to throw on mascara and probably change my lip color now because I don't really feel like this goes that well, but it's just so soft and creamy. This is the NYX High Voltage lipstick, and it's nice and tiny, so it's super easy for me to apply to my small lips, and it really just feels like I'm wearing a chapstick, and I can just reapply it. Like, I don't even really need a mirror or anything. And I tried to look for more of these. This is in the shade Stone. I tried to look for more of these at Ulta, and I didn't see them, so I'm gonna have to look online because hopefully they make this still, because I really like it. And I want some more colors, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna do my mascara. Alrighty, I've got mascara on. I did not change my lip color. I mostly have matte liquid lipsticks because that's usually what I like, as long as they're not too drying. But everything seems too drying lately, so I'm using this. I'm looking for like some good tinted like lip balms to wear in the summer and stuff, but that's totally off topic. Hello. So my final thoughts on this palette is I definitely think I'm going to be using it more, and from what I used today, I really like it. I think that it looks really nice. I'll probably use it in combination with some other palettes. So the one thing that I don't love about putting shimmers in my crease is because when my eyes are so hooded that, like, if I close my eyes, you can tell that the shadow has creased a tiny bit, but I mean, really, I'm not going to be around a bunch of people hanging out taking a nap, so it doesn't really matter. My eyes are open and it looks fine. I don't know, I want to use it with some other like matte shades too to kind of play around with the other stuff that I have, but overall, let's see, I used 8 out of 15 eyeshadows, so just over half of them, and I didn't have a problem with application or blending or anything with any of them, and I'm happy that I bought this, especially because I haven't seen that many people use it, and I'm sure obviously it's just like a limited time thing. I don't know how long it will be around for, but I know that it's pretty new, so I'm excited about this. I want to hear what you guys think, or if you've tried it, or what you think of the color selection and things like that. I just looked at this and thought that there's a lot of these type of colors that I don't actually have in my collection, and when I am spending the money on a new eyeshadow palette, I really try to think hard about that because I don't want duplicates of everything, especially if I don't know how the formula is going to be. So I'm not disappointed. I'm really not. And yeah, that's it for this one. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos from me, and I will see you next time.